Moving on, we are going to talk about laundry. Laundry today.
Yay!
Oh, let's wave at our
going?
friends. Let's wave at Kim and Heather.
I need to wash my bedding.
Okay, so Ellie, tell us about how you go about your laundry, because Ellie is number 8. She was not around when there were billions of loads of laundry all the time, every day. So tell us, Ellie, as number 8, how you do laundry in this era.
I always do like my own laundry, and I like to keep my laundry separate from everyone else's. It's just easier for me, and yeah, so I just wash it, bring it back up to my room, and fold it and put it away.
So you have to wash your bedding, you said.
Yeah.
And how are you going to do that before bed tonight? What's your plan? Do you have a plan?
Put it
Put it
on.
in
Are
the
you
washer.
are you just making a comment? Yeah.
I put it in the washer, and then I put it in the dryer, like how you do laundry.
I have a rule: I don't start bedding after 4 o'clock because I will forget it
Yeah.
and have wet bedding.
I have that same
That is
rule.
it. First thing in the morning.
I
thing.
have stayed up late on nights waiting for my bedding.
And for some reason, your bedding's always wet when you're most tired. You
Yeah.
want to go to bed early.
Hey,
Well, did
Ellie,
you-
did you see that?
When I was Ellie age, in charge of all the laundry.
Ooh,
Different times, Bridget.
different
Sorry.
times. Sorry.
Different times.
That's why she's number 8. Spoiled.
She was number 3. She was right
No,
in the middle
I'm
of it.
saying you're number 8.
I'm
Okay.
not spoiled.
All right, so back in the day
Show.
when all the children were at home and they were all young, Bridget did help, and Annie helped tremendously with the laundry. I probably gave them too much responsibility.
Well, we would eat lots of things from the freezer while folding laundry, though. Because it was in the basement, and we would have piles of laundry on top of our 2 big deep freezes. So Bridget and I would sneak a jerky from the freezer or other goodies that were in
Perks, job perks, right? Yeah. And they also would listen to audiobooks and
Yes.
that sort of thing while
Lots
they
of stories and
folded
stuff.
laundry.
We would goof off quite a bit.
Yeah. But that's okay. I mean, that makes jobs fun when there's some goofing off to go along with it. Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
They were piles of laundry taller than we were.
Part of it is because of our farm life. I think we like triple laundry because of that. Our kids get dirty. A lot of the clothes was covered with mud and manure. My oldest boys also wrestled and for like many years, and they had some nasty clothes because of that. Nasty.
Stinky.
In fact, when it got so bad when they were at high school level, I said, you got to do your own laundry. As soon as you come home, you put that in the wash and you get it going, because that is disgusting. And then they would brag about losing 4 pounds of water weight during a practice. Okay, let's not talk about wrestling. Let's talk about laundry. When the kids were all at home and there was a lot of laundry, I personally had a goal of 4 loads by 10 o'clock in the morning. And that sounds like crazy to me now because I'm still drinking coffee, like 8 o'clock now. But back then...
I was like, wait, what? That was a thing?
Oh,
Yes.
Times have changed.
Times have changed, but back then I had a baby that would get me up early, and I just got in this routine of as soon as I got up and went downstairs, I'd change the laundry loads. And if you just change the laundry loads every hour, you can have 4 loads washed and dried by 10 o'clock, and that was my goal. And I shared that with people, and they said I was crazy. And I said, okay, well, 4 loads by 4, that's easier to remember, right? 4 loads by 4. So I would, if you look back at my written stuff, you'll see 4 loads by 4 o'clock.
4 by 4.
4 by 4.
Truth just came out. It's 4 loads by 10 o'clock.
It was. Now that's, like I said, that was not the whole history of my life. That was definitely during times of huge amounts of laundry. And then I would hear from people, your children generate that much laundry? Well, we don't. And yes, I do make my kids wear the same clothes. If it's not dirty, this was a house rule too. If it's not dirty, you don't wash it.
But when you live on a farm with mud puddles, most of the year in Iowa, there's usually mud. So, and you know how kids love it's like a magnet. They're attracted to the dirt and the mud.
Yes.
They just zoop. And if there wasn't dirt, we would dig little rivers and make ponds in the backyard. It was dirt until Mom and Dad got us sand. So then we'd get covered in water, mud, and sand. We would just make our own mud if there wasn't enough naturally occurring.
True stories. True. So yes, but in the winter, that worked more effectively. The whole we don't wash clothes unless it's dirty.
Yes.
That only works though, I think, for elementary age children, because once they hit junior high age, then their clothes start to stink, and the kids that are like babies and toddlers, they just get dirty from food, bananas, cereal, whatever, just goes everywhere. Even with a bib, and I tried all the bibs, they'd get, or they'd have a blowout. So there was always the daily baby laundry.
And then, there's just the 5-year-old girls who have to make 10 wardrobe changes in a day.
Yes.
Ellie, especially, loved the wardrobe changes.
And Brooke just didn't wear clothes. Seriously.
It was a struggle to
She
get
was one of those.
anything but underwear.
Yeah, she was one of those kids you would get dressed in the morning, and then pretty soon she's running around naked. So I don't know how old she was, 6 or 7. She was kind of old. She's still like Tarzan, female version of Tarzan. So Bridget, she says, so much baby laundry, that's where I am at in life. Yes. And if you don't wash a baby laundry, it grows nasty stuff. And the stains don't come out. So disappointing. So disappointing.
Because baby clothes are so cute.
Yeah. So sad when an outfit gets ruined. So it's important to keep that was probably one of my loads. My 4 loads every day was the baby load. Now.
Wait, would you do 4 loads every day?
Every day. And that was on top of having a laundry day, because I would have laundry day every Monday. That was always my Monday was laundry day. So Monday was laundry day, and on that day, that's when I would do all the towels, the bedding, anything that was piled up and just hadn't gone through the laundry. That was the day where I caught up everything else. While all the other days, it was my keyword goal, to do 4 loads every day. That was my goal. And
I think laundry day had a lot to do with folding, because those 4 loads every day didn't always get folded.
It was supposed to get folded during afternoon chore time. And on our best days it did, but there were days where
I just remember mountains of laundry on our dining room table. We'd just pile it all up there.
Yeah,
on
but
top
we had
of the
to fold
freezers
it,
in the
otherwise
laundry room.
we couldn't eat.
That's why you'd bring it up and put it on the dining room table, because
I
everyone
forgot that.
you can't eat until it's all folded and put away.
Yes.
So this is one way to get it all done, by putting it somewhere inconvenient.
Very inconvenient, yeah.
I try that with my bed, but I just put it in a laundry basket.
The other thing that girls would do that was really annoying, and I'd have to get after them about, was actually the boys did it too. They wouldn't maybe necessarily put their clothes away, and then I would be after them, on our cleaning day, time to clean your room, and they would take clean laundry and put it in the dirty laundry just to have their room look clean. Certain ages do that.
I feel bad.
Oh boy! So then, and we had a laundry chute from the second floor to the basement where the laundry was for a lot of years. It's not there anymore, but for a lot of years it was in the basement. And I'd go down to find the big pile under the laundry chute, and yes, Bridget, you were guilty. I know.
And
There
it would
would-
already still be. It would
There
still
would
be
be
partially
partially folded laundry,
But
in
then
with
it's
the dirty
squished
laundry.
with a bunch of stinky, dirty farm laundry. So then it has to be washed.
Yeah, Mama was not happy about that.
But our room looked clean.
But their rooms look clean. Oh yeah, the struggle is real. It's 4:14. Thank you for the update, Ellie. And we only have 15
But
minutes.
we did start a couple minutes later.
Okay, so if you have any questions or comments about laundry, send us a question really fast in the comments, and we can maybe try to answer it. Possibly. Any other tips? Oh, I know. Towels. Took me a few years to learn this trick. Stinky towels. Yes, washing is better than folding. Oh, yeah. Sock and underwear throwing fights. Yes. Or putting someone's underwear on their head
Sitting
and
up
running
nice.
around the house. Or putting the underwear on someone else's head. What?
For sure.
Yep, definitely done that.
Mom, I have underwear on my head.
Now, but I was talking about towels. The way to prevent your towels from stinking is to add vinegar to the wash and wash them in the hottest water possible that you can. That eliminates the stinky, mildewy smell.
Bridget, I'm sorry, but teaching husbands to unball their socks is a lost cause.
Takes
Teaching little
many
brothers
years.
to not leave their socks laying or dirty socks. laying
Logan's
around.
are always inside out.
Brothers, I've seen your socks laying around.
Not as much as Matthew's.
Typical.
Matthew's
And
are everywhere.
I've seen your socks balled up too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Matthew's is everywhere.
Okay, so what? Hypothetical, yeah. What the balled up socks, if someone was consistently guilty, I would physically bring them to the scene and make them unball. Or shirt sleeves, make them unroll.
Dad wouldn't
The
Dad
thing
always
with
take
balled
his
up
shirts
socks
off?
is they don't actually come
They don't
clean.
come clean.
Even
They're
inside out socks don't really come
No.
clean.
no.
It's the
I
worst.
suppose the sweat comes out because it's on the
Did
inside.
you know socks are
But when they're
gloves
balled
for
up,
your
it
feet?
still stays like all gross and crinkly.
Socks are gloves for your feet.
Well, yeah, they are.
No,
aren't they?
socks are socks. Gloves are socks for your hands.
Okay, so that was my thing. What I would take the person to the scene of the crime and make them fix it. And after several times of doing that, it usually worked. Except for husbands.
They're broken.
Broken. No, really, Matt got better about it over time. It took a long time.
I think it took him actually doing laundry.
I think you're right. At some point,
And
he
actually
had to help.
seeing it.
Yeah, and actually seeing, and well, okay, so the other thing is people who take their clothes off inside out, and I've taken them to the scene of the crime and made them fix that. And if it still is going on, then I would just let it go through inside out. I'd fold it inside out, and they would get it back in their closet inside out.
And then they would wear it inside out. And then when they take it off, it's right side. Right. So it evens out eventually.
So it probably only works for people who really care, or it doesn't work. But yeah, I think Dad got better about laundry, doing things more appropriately when he actually was helping with the laundry. Which I can't remember when he started helping with the laundry. Do you? I know you wouldn't remember.
I don't know. I remember his favorite thing to do was on Saturdays make us all fold socks. We'd put in the Johnny Cash CD and fold socks.
You can't fold socks, you just match them together.
We always had a sock basket. Okay, we should probably stop this because 15 minutes is our limit. So,
Dun dun dun.
there's more about Laundry Day in the book Home Management Plain and Simple. And I've written about it, so it's probably on the website too. I'm not sure if there's anything in the free resource library about laundry. Bridget, do you know? Can't remember. I think in the book though, there's a huge list of tips for getting stuff clean and that kind of thing.
What about in your ebook? Is there anything about laundry in there?
Not much. There's short
Little
bits,
tidbits?
yeah, about how to do a laundry day and how to get it started and why to do a laundry day. But I think all like in the big book, there's a lot of information about laundry day because laundry was always a big problem for us.
All right. Well, that's all for today.
Thank you for joining
joining
us.
us.
And we might not be back until Ellie until next week because apparently tomorrow's Saturday and then the next day Sunday. We still are a little bit confused. Every day seems the same. So maybe we'll be here tomorrow, maybe not. If we do decide it, I'll try to send out a warning a couple hours ahead of time. All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye!